Hello guys and welcome back to Trafford Talks. I am not feeling the best today. I'm quite ill, so I'm going to try and get through this as quick as I can. I just want to point out that and apologise for the reason why I didn't get my Championship League 1 and League 2 predictions out. It was just for the simple fact being that, I just didn't have it in me. I was really ill. You might be able to tell that I'm still a bit ill. There's another major factor as well. I've shaved my beard off, or what beard that I did have. I'm trying to give my honest opinions on the games from the Premier League on Saturday. Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And then we're obviously going to talk about England and their squad announcement. So So first of all, I just want to say a big thank you to the people that have liked the video so far, and the people that have watched the videos. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just going to give my honest review on the games. I did watch most of them during the weekend to give my detailed analysis. And yeah, so the first game was Friday, and that was Bournemouth Fulham. They won 3-1. I predicted 2-1. I'm happy with that. It was a last minute 3-1 goal, so I'm quite happy with my prediction because it could have been 2-1. So yeah, I'm going to leave the rest of my discussions about those games until my next week predictions. Man United, I thought it was going to be 2-1, a scrappy game. It was a scrappy game in parts, but we played really well, and we controlled the game for most of it. And we had some good chances. A couple of chances did go our way. Penalty decisions, high tackles, and we did get away with a couple. But I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, United are back. They beat Sunderland." Yeah, but it's Sunderland. We should be beating them anyway. But I'm not going to take any credit away from Manchester United because they weren't good. Seshko, 2 goals in 2 games. And Mason Mount with an excellent finish just outside the box. So, yeah, that's my only opinion on that. Now, we're going to move on to the England squad that has been picked for the games against Latvia and Wales. I'm a little surprised. That Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish and Adam Wharton have been left out, but what can you do? I kind of understand the Bellingham aspect as he has been injured, and I don't think he wanted to risk the injury again and bring him back and that sort of thing. Phil Foden, I'm very surprised as to why he's not been included because he has been very good. And so has Jack Grealish and Adam Wharton. So I really don't understand why they've been left out. All 3 of them have been really good so far this season. We're going to slowly go through the players that have been selected and my opinions on whether they should have been selected and whether they shouldn't have, and that sort of thing. So the first goalkeeper is Dean Henderson, and yeah, he does get picked for me. He does get picked in that. Now, if I was to go back a couple of years ago, he wouldn't have got picked. When he was at Man United, he would not have got chosen. He's proved himself at Crystal Palace, and I think he deserves a spot in the team. And I have no disagreements with Thomas Tuchel on that one. He should have been picked. He has been picked. And that's right for me. Jordan Pickford, England's number 1, has to be picked. just for the culture, really. He's still a good keeper for the international side, for the international team. So yeah, no disagreements with me there. James Trafford, probably wouldn't have taken James Trafford. I would, however, have taken Nick Pope over James Trafford, but maybe the youngster in him, him being him being a young gunner, might help in that situation. But I do disagree on that. I would say Nick Pope over James Trafford. And now defenders, I'm going to go in reverse order of what's been picked. John Stones, I will be honest, I'm a bit surprised that he's made the England team, considering he doesn't start many Man City games anymore. I think there's other options that could have been chosen. I don't know. Branthwaite, Livramento, Tarkowski, I would have picked other players over him. But he's made the team. I suppose he's still good for the culture as well. He's a good player still. But that's another one I would have disagreed on. Jed Spence, yeah, 100% agree that he's in the team. I remember when he left Tottenham, and I remember when he played for Nottingham Forest. He was an absolute machine. He was unbelievable. He joined Tottenham, didn't play that much in his first season, and now he's constantly playing. He's an absolute he's an absolute legend on the pitch. He's fast. He's nimble. Yeah, I don't disagree on that on that one at all. Joel Quansah, yeah, no disagreements. Good defender. Absolutely brilliant defender. I would have included him. Miles Lewis-Skelly, for me, best left back in the Premier League currently. He is absolutely brilliant. He was brilliant for Arsenal as well last season. No disagreements there. Ezri Konsa, slight disagreement with how Villa have started this season. There could be possible options out there that could replace him, but I think we're lacking at the moment on players. So yeah, I'm 50-50 on that one. Reece James, 100% decision. Do you know what? I'm not even going to disagree on that. 1000% perfect decision. He, for me, is possibly at this moment in time one of the best right backs in the world. He's brilliant. I think the fact that Trent Alexander-Arnold has moved to Real Madrid and has now been dropped from the England team, I think that'll take a dampener on Trent. So yeah, and the last one is Dan Burn. I wouldn't have took him. He's quite slow. He's a very good. He's very tall and he's a very physical player. But he's kind of like Geordie's answer to. He's kind of like Newcastle's answer to Harry Maguire, in a way. I wouldn't have chosen him. I would not have chosen him. But again, we're lacking players at the moment, so yeah, I wouldn't have chosen him. But that's just my opinion. Then we're going to move on to the midfielders and the forwards. Now we've got Declan Rice, perfect choice, no disagreements there. Morgan Rogers, because of how Villa's season's going, I'm going to have to disagree. But again, we're lacking player-wise. I'd have folded in there 100% as like a cam. And I would have taken a Grealish as well. But what can you do? Yeah. Ruben Loftus-Cheek from AC Milan. I don't know how Milan are doing this season. But yeah, again, we're having to resort into picking players that are not currently in form because of the lack that we have. Jordan Henderson, I think he's mainly there just for the mentality, really. I don't think next year he's going to make the World Cup team. If he does, then it means England have run out of talent and we're having to go back to the starting and the basics to get players that are nearing to retirement to playing games. Then we're going to swiftly move on to Morgan Gibbs-White. I thought he was very, very good last season. He's not been that good this season. Again, you have to pick him because we're lacking at the moment. I would have picked Kobbie Mainoo as well, to be honest. I know I'm saying that because I'm a Man United fan, but I would have picked him. He's a very good midfielder, and it shows when he comes on in the last 30 minutes of a game. 30 minutes of a game for Manchester United. So, yeah. Other than that, obviously Cole Palmer's injured. We are struggling at the moment with injuries. Elias Anderson, yeah, I would have picked him. He's a good player, good midfielder, very strong. And I suppose it makes sense in a way because the games that we have coming up, they're not, I know one's a friendly and one's a European World Cup qualifier, but the smaller and weaker teams, we showed the talent against Serbia. We give them a game to remember. They couldn't even. Oh, excuse me. Oh God. They couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't keep up with us. So yeah, I think we need to show that sort of like aggression again, and then really strike some fear into some of the bigger teams. And the last set is the forwards. I'm gonna go in chronological order this time. We're gonna go in alphabetical order, and we're gonna go Jarrod Bowen. I think with Jarrod Bowen, I think he's just very unlucky in which team he's in at the moment. I think there's a lot of other clubs that would have him, and West Ham are just not gelling. It's like being a needle in a haystack, really. West Ham being the haystack and Jarrod Bowen being that little needle, that little gem, and it's just not working out at West Ham for him at the moment. West Ham are not having a good season, and yeah, I can't deny Jarrod Bowen a place in the team. Every time he comes on, he puts 100% effort in, and I think he's a very good player, and I think he's got a lot of talent, and that's all you can ask for, really. I don't have any disagreements on him being in the team. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Eze. I'm not going to say anything. Literally not going to say anything. Perfect choice of him being in the team. Absolutely brilliant. I think he's an absolute sensational player, and he deserves to be in the team. Nothing else. Anthony Gordon. No, I wouldn't. Now, last season, 100% he would have been in. He's not in this time. I would have picked someone a bit more like Joe. I would have picked Jack Grealish because he knows how to move the ball and draw the foul in really dangerous areas for set pieces. So either him or Noni Madueke would have got my choice over Gordon. But again, I'm not the manager. I don't pick the team. But that's just my decision. Do remember to comment your decisions down below about who you think is going to be picked for the who you would have picked for the England squad selection. And obviously, I'll be releasing another video on my starting lineups for the Wales and Latvia games. Next, Harry Kane, best striker in the world currently, and that is a fact. 100 goals at Bayern Munich. Sorry, 102 now. And it's just going up and up and up. The man's played 10 games and scored 90. I think it's 20 goals now, is he? That's two goals a game on average. Harry Kane deserves to be there. Bukayo Saka, yeah, 100% agree. Since he's come back from injury, electric, yeah, 100% in the team. Ollie Watkins, no, I wouldn't have picked Ollie Watkins this time round either. Trying to picture, I'm trying to think of other players in other teams. I think Liam Delap's injured, so if he weren't injured, I would have picked him. But Ollie Watkins has to be in because we've got no choice. I may have gone Ivan Toney. Yeah, I might have gone Ivan Toney. And I've left this one till last because I think he's having a brilliant season. And I hope his season continues in that trajectory. And that is Marcus Rashford. He has been absolutely electric over the past couple of weeks, especially at Barcelona. Barcelona lost 4-1 against Sevilla on the weekend, and Rashford was the only one to get on the score sheet. A lot of people were saying there was a lot of scenarios as to where Marcus Rashford was on the pitch, and that players were not passing to him and they were being quite selfish with the ball. It's not about you as a player. You need to share the limelight. If Rashford's in on goal, you pass it and the hope that he scores. And people were saying that Rashford was in positions where Barcelona could have scored 3 or 4 goals, and the balance would have shifted, and the game would have been completely different. But yeah, I think the problem is with the Barcelona team as well. It's full of individuals, especially like Real Madrid. That's why they can't gel. They all want to be the best player of the team. And Rashford has been doing well since he's joined. He's had a couple of assists, 3 goals now, and I think it's a bit selfish of the players not to include him and not making key passes to him. And that's why they lost yesterday. But yeah, do comment down below your predictions for the England versus Latvia and the England versus Wales games, and also comment who you would have picked in your England squad and who you would have left out. I will be posting another video on the day of both games and predicting my lineup for England and my predicting my results. Yeah, and until then, until the next video and until I post again, do remember to check out the channel Trafford Talks, guys. Comment down below what your predictions are, and always remember to email me at traffordtalks25@gmail.com if you do have any questions or queries that you want me to answer and respond to. Yeah, until next time, guys, and the next video, peace.